Taiwan took a step forward, returning to pre-pandemic life on Monday. Starting today, travelers from dozens of countries can once again enter Taiwan without a visa.
Meanwhile, at schools nationwide, classes will no longer switch to distance learning after a student tests positive for COVID. Instead, all students in the class who test negative in a rapid test can carry on with in-person classes as before.
The Ministry of Education will distribute 800,000 rapid tests to schools on a weekly basis so that everyone has access to them.
The teacher hands out a rapid test to each child so that they can get tested at home if need be. Starting Monday, new COVID school rules took effect. A positive in class no longer means class goes online for everyone.
I like having class at school because if I come to school, I can play with my friends. If we're not positive, why should we have to stay at home? Now, if we test negative, we can keep coming to school.
After an assessment of student needs and risks, the Ministry of Education has eased COVID rules at school. After a student is diagnosed with a disease, all classmates that test negative can continue going to class as normal.
So far, we have had at least 7 classes switch to distance learning. So now, tests are phasing out isolation rules. I think that many parents hope their children can keep attending in-person classes. Being face-to-face with the students is more beneficial to their education.
The Ministry of Education says the switch to keep classes going was made in consideration of the lower severity of the virus and the needs of modern family life.
Calling off in-person work in classes and having parents working from home or taking their kids around is not easy. Maybe both parents are working. I think this government policy was made in response to the needs of parents.
Also on Monday, Taiwan's border reopened to travelers from dozens of countries, including the US, Canada, New Zealand, Australia, and Taiwan's diplomatic allies. Under visa-exempt entry, travelers can engage in business operations, take part in exhibitions, carry out inspections, participate in exchanges, go sightseeing, and visit friends and relatives. The countries affected had previously resumed visa-exempt entry for Taiwanese nationals. Now that Taiwan's booster coverage is above 72% and next-gen vaccines could roll out by month's end, it seems Taiwan is gradually returning to normal life.